good stuff. Right now we're talking Mrs. Prindables, who we know and love for the delicious caramel, candy, and chocolate-coated apples. Well, they've taken that caramel that we love and have draped pretzels in that caramel and chocolate, and actually put together a nice little gift set for us.
Thank you.
So what you're seeing here is everything you're going to get, and Lori Shore, she joins us from Mrs. Prindables this evening. So good to have you, Lori.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, I'm so excited to dive in.
Isn't it so fun?
So this is actually the only pretzel assortment that you guys bring to us.
This is our only all pretzel assortment all year long, and we had so much fun knowing this was going to be the big pretzel assortment. This is something that we bring on air every year. We try to do it a few times, these individually wrapped pretzels, but this is the first year that they come in individual gift boxes. So you get 8 gift boxes filled with 3 of these pretzels, one for each flavor of chocolate. And when we say chocolate pretzels, I always forget to add, it starts with our hand dip caramel, and that's just like you said. So we hand dip these in caramel, enrobe them in chocolate, and then add a hand drizzle of contrasting chocolate.
All right, so take me through the actual assortment.
Well, maybe we should probably take a look right here, because you can see all 24 individually wrapped pretzels lined up in front of the boxes they come in. So you get, if you look through all of these and you count them up, you get 8 of each color, 8 of the white chocolate, 8 of the milk chocolate, 8 of the dark chocolate, and each with the contrasting drizzle. They come in the boxes, 1 of each color, but have fun with this. If you're giving it to someone like my sister, these are more than our apples. I gotta say, my sister Randa, this is her favorite thing that we do.
Well, you were telling me,
she's a milk chocolate gal, so I'm gonna shift them around and put milk chocolate.
So you can divvy them up any way you choose.
Randa will get only milk chocolates in her boxes.
She's like, thank you. Well, these have been kind of the undercover sleeper hit with Mrs. Prindables. If you've actually never tried their chocolate and caramel pretzels, these actually are quite a customer favorite. So how does it all start? Of course, the pretzel is where we get the crunch.
Exactly, that kind of salty crunch. It's a great counterbalance to all the great toppings that come layered on top. So we start with the pretzel at the heart of this. And then as I break it open, I want you to see that inside it's not just chocolate, in this case the white chocolate, but it starts out with our famous caramel layer that you see right there. That's what we dunk our apples in. Hand dunk the pretzel rods into the caramel, enrobe them, in this case, in the milk chocolate. Let me pull up the, or the white chocolate, let me pour up the milk chocolate, and then hand drizzle along the top with all that great contrasting drizzle, and that is the inside of these yummy pretzels.
And looking at these, Lori, these are substantial treats.
Yeah.
I mean, these are large pretzel rods that you're starting with. And then you didn't do just a little light dip of chocolate. I mean, you could see that it had a case of chocolate around it.
Exactly. It really does have a case of chocolate around it. I mean, it's fully enrobed, it's fully blanketed. So you get all those great flavors. The salty pretzel at the heart, the yummy, gooey caramel around it that we're famous
Lori,
for.
I just jumped right ahead
you go for it. Which one? Are you a milk chocolate gal?
I am a milk chocolate
There we go.
lover.
And this is the one that I have here, or this is the dark chocolate one with the hand drizzle of the milk chocolate on top. So you get all those great layers. But this is the first year that we've ever come up with a way, I think, to make them easier to give than ever. So when you look at this box, you can see it has our signature purple all over it. It has the to from written right on outside the box. You can just write the name directly on there. And this is what that person on your gift list gets to pull out. And when I think this, you've got 2 kids.
I do.
I've got 2 kids. I've done the big gifts by now, you know.
It's the smaller ones. Yes,
Isn't it true?
All the big gifts are purchased.
Yeah.
It's the stocking stuffers. It's the, I just wanted to let you know I was thinking about you this holiday season gift. And it's nice because the to from is already on the box. And it looks substantial. You're like, oh, what's inside?
Right.
And it has that Mrs. Prindable's name, so they know there's something good and yummy.
Yeah.
I will tell you, I can tell how fresh these are too.
Thank you
I didn't
so
bite
much.
into it and think, oh, that's a stale pretzel.
Right.
Or how long has this been sitting on a shelf? Everything tastes fresh and flavorful. So I appreciate that from Mrs. Prindables.
Thank you so much. And these will stay fresh for you for months and months and months. So even if you want to use this for something beyond the holidays, feel free to use them. Just have them on hand for birthdays and New Year's celebrations and all sorts of events and occasions on your list. And it's just really fun to pull out too and treat yourself. I love keeping these on the side for myself, for my kids, for a special snack, for a special after-school opportunity to bribe my child to share what she actually did that day.
And I'll tell you, my kid's a big fan of pretzels.
Yeah.
She's a big fan of chocolate.
This will
so this
go.
will blow her mind to have
This
both
will
of them
go.
together. She's never had a chocolate-covered pretzel. But remember, this is Mrs. Prindables. So they have that third element, the caramel.
The
That's
layer
what
of
they
the
are
very
so known
first
for.
layer that you see right there is that melt in your mouth caramel. And we're going to show you in a little bit and just remind you how we make our caramel. But we make these in small batches every day in copper pots. We use natural ingredients like real milk and butter and sugar and all the things that you really love.
And that's how you're able to have control and consistency.
Exactly.
So you're never going to have a Mrs. Prindables chocolate-covered pretzel and say, not as good as I remember.
Not as good.
Every time it's going to knock your socks off.
Exactly. I mean, we use copper bowls that are a little bigger than the one that you see right here, but this gives you a sense of it. And you're right. By doing it in small batches daily from scratch in copper pots like the one you see right here, we control the temperature to 1/10 of 1 degree, if you can believe it.
So you said we are going to be consistent
yes.
every single time. Look at how rich and buttery and soft, and that's actually how it comes across when you bite into the pretzel.
That's what you feel.
The caramel isn't
sensation.
hard.
Yeah.
It's actually very buttery and gooey, and you would think, is this going to be messy to eat? This is something you could eat on the go.
I love that. I eat this on the go so many times, and it's such a fun treat. It's just such a fun treat for you, for your family, and for the people on your gift list. And like we were talking about, these are those special people. Maybe you just want to do something, not a big deal, but something special for that neighbor that always brings in your newspaper when you're out of town.
Let me tell you, this is such an easy go-to if you don't know what to get. This is always appropriate. Like you said, I had a neighbor, and they actually helped us get our car out of the ditch one time during a snowstorm. And I sent
first of all,
a food gift.
Yeah.
And they really appreciated it. And so this is something, like you said, that great neighbor gift. If you're just stumped and don't know what, food is always going to work and be appropriate. And you're getting quite a few gifts because look, you're getting 24 of the pretzel rods. And then you're going to have 8 boxes so that you can break it up as you see fit. Keep some for yourself and give some.
And keep in mind too, those people that you might be giving money cards to, store gift cards to. Add something personal. I've got a lot of people I'm giving these boxes to alone. There's some special teachers in the lives of my daughters that I'm giving a gift card as well. But I want to include something special and personal because that's why I'm singling them out to begin with, is how they've impacted my daughters and my family in such a special way. So keep that in mind too.
And Lori, I'm just beginning with the instructor gifts and teachers gifts. And at the gym that my daughter attends during the holidays last year, we gave kind of a bath and body set. And so did every other mother. I said, okay, I need to think a little harder and dig a little deeper so that mine stands out and something else that she's like, okay, not another one to add to the pile.
Right. As fun as those are, it's neat to get something different and unique. Wow, chocolate-covered pretzels is really special. Yeah, I totally agree.
And look at how large these are. So I do want to let you know we are busy on the phone lines. This is the first and the only day this year that we've offered this Mrs. Prindables assortment on 5 easy payments.
I love that.
So that means for $8.72 on your credit card, you're bringing home 24 of these pretzel rods. White chocolate, milk chocolate, dark chocolate, and these are large pretzel rods. So these aren't some little mini candy. This is substantial, impressive, and most importantly, delicious.
Delicious, indeed. And all in those gift boxes. This was a fun thing that I got to work on. This was something that was such a passion of mine for years and years and years, these pretzel rods. And I think we were one of the first companies ever to combine something in addition to the chocolate on top of the pretzel. But to be able to do it in a box to make it easy to give, 8 substantial gifts, that was really exciting. And one of each color of chocolate, each flavor of chocolate, just like that. So again, I see a name, I see a face, I see a coworker, I see a neighbor, I see a teacher, I see a friend, somebody who's blessed me all year long, and now I can easily and affordably let them know they deserve a special kind of gift.
I'll tell you, Lori, this is the time of year my husband's always saying, do you have something I could give? Go give them the pretzels. Go get the box and put it in there. Whatever 3 you like.
I have the same kind of husband, and it's true. I love the fact they're thinking about people they want to thank. But why is it I'm the person that needs to come up with a solution?
Gift idea, and usually at the last minute. So this is nice to have this set of 24 pretzels.
Exactly.
And you know what? The boxes just make it easy for gift giving. One less thing I have to stress about. But I'll tell you, they'll be coming and looking for them next year because they're so delicious. Over 500 now spoken for. That shipping and handling already included. And if you've been waiting for Easy Pay, this is the first time we've done it this year. Lori, thank you so
Thanks
much.
a
You said I
lot.
didn't put this down at all. I've been nibbling the
I
entire
love it.
presentation because it's so good.
That's how it should be.
Well, Rachel, she's standing by with more Gourmet Holiday. What treat do you have now?
Yes. Can you say scones? This is Gourmet Holiday. We're in the second hour, and look at that. Chef Greg Shockley is pouring this beautiful vanilla over these scones. Your choice of blueberry